In our world today, we face many challenges. Families worry about safety, and the uncertainty of the future can be overwhelming. People seek comfort in tough times, turning to their faith and spirituality to find solace and strength. We want protection from harm, not just physical, but also emotional and spiritual. We long for peace and security, a sense of stability that can only come from a higher power. In these moments, we can turn to God, seeking His divine guidance and protection. Psalms 91 is a special chapter in the Bible known for its powerful message. It talks about God's promise to protect us, offering a shield against the trials we face. This psalm offers hope and reassurance, a beacon of light in dark times. It is like a gentle hug from God, enveloping us in His love and care. Psalms 91 reminds us that we are not alone, even in our most difficult moments. God is always with us, watching over us with a loving and protective gaze. It is a beautiful reminder of His love, a love that is unconditional and ever-present. This essay will break down each verse, explaining its significance and meaning. We will see how God's protection works in our lives, manifesting in various ways. Simple explanations and real-life examples will make it clear, showing how we can feel His presence. Let's explore this comforting psalm together, finding peace and reassurance in its words. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This verse tells us about living close to God. When we stay near Him, we find rest. Imagine a big tree with wide branches. Under its shade, we feel cool and safe. Similarly, living close to God gives us comfort. This verse encourages us to seek God's presence. We can do this through prayer and reading His Word. When we make time for God, we feel His peace. It is like finding shelter during a storm. No matter what happens around us, we are safe with Him. He is our protector and place of rest. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. This verse is about trust. It compares God to a refuge and fortress. A refuge is a safe place. A fortress is a strong building. Both protect us from danger. Trusting God means believing He will keep us safe. In life, we face many uncertainties. We worry about our health, jobs, and families. Trusting God helps us overcome fear. Think of it like a child holding a parent's hand. The child feels secure and brave. In the same way, we can feel safe by trusting God. He is our refuge and strength. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. This verse speaks of hidden dangers. A fowler sets traps for birds. Sometimes we face unseen threats. They can be physical, like diseases, or emotional, like stress. God promises to save us from these dangers. Imagine walking through a forest. You cannot see all the traps, but you trust a guide. God is our guide. He knows all the hidden dangers. He steers us away from them. By trusting Him, we avoid many problems. He keeps us safe from harm we cannot see. His guidance is our protection. Section 5, verse 4, covered by His feathers. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. This verse uses a beautiful image. It compares God to a bird protecting its young. The feathers provide warmth and safety. Under God's wings, we are secure. Think of a mother hen. She spreads her wings to shield her chicks from danger. God does the same for us. His love and faithfulness are our shield. When we face challenges, we can remember this image. It is comforting to know we are under His wings. His protection surrounds us always. Section 6, verse 5. No fear of night terrors. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day. This verse addresses fear. Night terrors represent unknown fears. Arrows by day symbolize visible dangers. God promises to protect us from both. We do not need to be afraid day or night. Life can be scary sometimes. We worry about many things, but God's protection is constant. It does not depend on time or place. Imagine a security guard who never sleeps. God's watch over us is even better. He keeps us safe 24/7. Knowing this helps us sleep peacefully. We are never alone in our fears. Section 7, verse 6. Protection from disease. Nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. This verse talks about diseases. Pestilence and plagues represent health threats. God promises protection from these. He watches over our physical well-being. Health is a big concern for many. We worry about illnesses and pandemics, but God's promise gives us hope. It is like having a guardian angel. This angel shields us from harm. While we take care of our health, we trust God's protection. He keeps us safe from unseen health threats. Section 8, verse 7, safety amidst chaos. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. This verse highlights God's protection during chaos. Even when many are affected, God keeps us safe. It shows His power and care. Life can feel chaotic. We see problems all around us, but God promises personal protection. Imagine standing in a storm yet feeling calm. God's protection is like that. Even if trouble surrounds us, it will not harm us. His shield is strong and reliable. We can trust Him amidst chaos. Section 9, verse 8, witnessing God's justice. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. This verse talks about witnessing justice. We see how God deals with evil. It reassures us that wrongdoers will face consequences. God's justice is fair and timely. In our world, we see injustice. It can be disheartening. But this verse comforts us. It reminds us that God sees everything. He will bring justice. We do not need to worry about evildoers. God's timing is perfect. He ensures fairness. We can focus on living rightly, knowing justice is in His hands. Section 10, verses 9 and 10. Making God our home. If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord who is my refuge, then no harm will befall you. No disaster will come near your tent. This promise is a profound assurance of divine protection and care. These verses return to the theme of dwelling with God. Making Him our home means constant safety. It signifies a deep, personal relationship where we trust in His protection and love. No harm or disaster can touch us. Home is a place of comfort. It is a sanctuary where we find peace amidst the chaos of the world outside. It is where we feel safe and loved. Making God our home means finding that comfort in Him. It means experiencing His love and care in every aspect of our lives. Imagine a warm, cozy house during a storm. Inside, we feel secure. The storm may rage outside, but within, there is peace and tranquility. With God, we have that same security. No matter what happens outside, we are protected. His presence envelops us like the walls of a sturdy home, shielding us from harm. His presence is our ultimate safe place. In Him, we find refuge and strength, a constant source of comfort and protection. Making God our home is about embracing His presence in our daily lives, trusting in His unwavering care, and finding peace in His love. Section 11. Conclusion. God's ever-present protection. Psalms 91 is a powerful reminder of God's protection. This chapter speaks to the heart, offering solace and reassurance in times of need. Each verse offers comfort and hope, whether it is safety from hidden dangers or peace amidst chaos. God is our shield. His words are like a soothing balm to our troubled souls, providing a sense of calm and security. His protection is like a strong fortress, a loving mother bird, and a cozy home. Just as a mother bird shelters her young under her wings, God envelops us in His love and care, ensuring we are safe from harm. We can trust Him in all circumstances. This psalm encourages us to stay close to God. By drawing near to Him, we find strength and courage to face life's challenges, knowing we are never alone. Through prayer and faith, we find His shelter. In uncertain times, we can rely on His promises. His words are a beacon of light, guiding us through the darkest of times and leading us to a place of peace. God's protection is constant and unwavering. It is a source of peace for us and our loved ones. No matter what storms we face, His presence is a steadfast anchor, keeping us grounded and secure. Let us hold on to this promise and live with confidence. We are always safe in God's hands. Embrace this truth and let it fill your heart with hope and assurance, knowing that His protection is ever present and unfailing.